Well, welcome to the February 23rd
Can you hear?
PTA meeting. We got a lot of up and coming events. We're kind of excited about everything coming up. We've lost our secretary. She's over serving our country, which I'd like for us to get a little together and send to her, by the way. But Miss Alyssa is going to give us a rundown of what we went through last month.
Last month, we really just spent the majority of our time getting Zoom set up. So if you were at the meeting, we encouraged everyone to get on their cell phones, download the app, or go to the website, get Zoom, and then participate in the meeting. Of course, there's a lot of mic feedback because everyone's phone was on, but it worked.
Yes.
So cool. This is great. Thank you to Sam and Miss Jennifer, who are participating via Zoom legitimately from off campus. So that's really exciting. Once we set up Zoom, we talked a little bit about the pie auction. We confirmed with Ms. Cheryl Smith that we'd like to go ahead and have it. It was sort of her brainchild. Got that rolling, and we briefed on the car show. So that's kind of what we covered last meeting. And I'm sorry we don't have official minutes, but I will be recording them. So is everyone sort of in agreement? That's sort of what I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We second and third.
Second and third.
Maybe that was the mistake. I'd like to give us a rundown of how things are going with our wonderful school. About to get a little better. We're hoping we bring stuff to get back outside. Right.
Probably on the secondary level, the biggest thing we're getting ready for on March 1st, our 11th graders taking things. So that's a very important assessment. Ready to accomplish which was on that. They don't have. Yeah, they have like little snacks. It's a long day. It's a long week of this. One day. Other than that, in the year fly by. Expected. Get a little antsy around this time.
All right, well, thank you very much, Miss Jones and Mr. Taylor. And we don't have a den parent here. No?
Not currently.
Well, this thing,
You said den parent.
well,
You scouts.
can I make an announcement that the coffee's ready if anybody wants any? It's self-serve, so y'all just go make yourself comfortable. I already did, already. We know you're not a very good host. Yeah, I'm kind of, because right. But I'm still enjoying my good.
Remember our sponsor, Car Club, a couple Saturdays ago, got some good ideas. We've been modifying and changing our wire, and what you have here is almost a finished copy. The only thing lacking is stretching my name and Brian's name out and add to the Facebook page. Is there anything in there that you guys see? One more change to make. We should be here. Any information that you might want to add to that?
Yes. Yes. And we've already started inviting people to the car show to participate in the car show. And we were just kind of waiting until this PTA meeting to make sure that our date was etched in stone, like the 10th Amendment. And that, there weren't going to be any changes, so we can go ahead and start carrying, registration forms with us. When we see those hot rods, that way we can get early registration.
some of the changes that we did that was different last year. We dropped one trophy off, and that was in revenue. That was one thing that we it's a liability for us. It's a big liability. We have to revenue engineer. So we removed that. Another thing that we removed is we removed pre-registration. Just really didn't have any pre-registering. Like we had 2 or 3 people last year pre-registering. It's just, for us, it's just one more thing to keep up with. We're working on, got our mission statement from the schools, and we're working on modifying it a little bit to talk about PTA, and we're going to finish up our 501c member paperwork tonight. We'll have that done. Tammy and Brian are working on a t-shirt design, changing it around a little bit. We're going to, they run us about, what do you say, $9 a shirt, and we're going to sell them for about $15. Also, this is our goodie bags for this year. This is our goodie bags for this year. We got plenty of them, so all you do is get stuff put in.
Get goodies to put in now, right?
We got some stuff. Coming up for us is we have the March 5th, we have the car show event planning committee, where we go and we talk about our show and get it onto the calendar.
So are you gonna do like we did last year and give us dates of area car shows? So we can pass them out?
And that's what March 5th is. Now, like I did last year, and I'll as we come up with the dates, I will post them on Facebook like I did last year. Hopefully, like I said, we've got one more change to make. It's not a big one, so it shouldn't be that big, and I'll have that done this week. I'm going to get with a printing company and see how much it's going to cost us to print off of 200, because I'm going to need at least 200 for the. I'll need at least 200 for the meeting.
Correct me if I'm wrong, can we do that here at school?
Well, I didn't want to.
Why not?
If we like them in color, we have a big color copy.
Yeah, I mean,
It's pretty,
the whole
right?
popping thing.
Yeah.
That would save us a couple $100. I mean, pay for a few packs of paper and some ink instead of paying 10 cents a copy or 5 cents a copy, whatever.
And you're gonna touch base about the shirts, the banners, and the sponsorships.
Yeah, and we're working on like I said, we're working on a packet pretty much that we can go present it to a sponsor with all the school's information, something that they can have on hand.
Once we get the 501c, we can have that paperwork, because nobody's going to want to donate money unless you have a 501c. They can write it off on their taxes. Okay, so every time you go to somebody, you got to give them a 501c form and number, and they fill that out, and that's, given to their tax, whoever they do their taxes with. So once we get the 501c, we can really start, kicking doors about a, sponsor. And he's talking about the t-shirts. Yes, we found a company that's going to do t-shirts. We're going to do the black, which we are, because most grease monkeys don't want to get black on a white t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? First time I walk up to my car, this whole front end is going to be all nasty. It never fails.
Did we say something about a black being more expensive?
The
The black is going to be, if we get 100 t-shirts, the black will be $9 a shirt. If we get 150 or more, it's going to drop to $7.50 a shirt on the black. It is a little bit more costly for the black t-shirt because of the fact that when you're trying to get gold and black to set on a black, well, you got to figure out what you're going to do about a background design. So most likely everything that's black will have a white outline around it.
Yeah.
That way it sets it off the shirt. And they said the gold colors will not stand out off of black, so they're going to have to go in and white base it and then black it. It's a little bit more time consuming, a little bit more material cost, and that's the reason why it's going to cost us more. But it'll be a little bit more of a preferred shirt to the everyday mechanic. What you see on the back of this shirt,
Y'all see it?
what you see on the back of this one will become on the front of it. All right, that way when you're walking up, you see the whole logo on the front of Revin and Roy. And that way it leaves us this whole back of the shirt for sponsorship for those who want to donate. When they donate $150, they will be put on this t-shirt and they will be put on the banner we're talking about getting. We found Applied Graphics out on I-30 right before Benton, or is it Bryant? Somewhere right there. And they have given us a definite. Not know, well, it might cost this, like the last person we talked to, it might cost this. They gave us, we talked to a place today out in Sherwood, and he can do our banners for us $10 cheaper for 2 of them. And the reason why we're looking at getting 2 of them, because of the fact that if you got one sitting flat on the road, you're not going to see it until you're right beside it. And, well, you know, you can't take your eyes off the road that long in order to look at it, see what's going on. So we're going to have them sitting out there in a V shape. How we're going to figure out how to do this, we ain't quite figured that part out, because as my brother Steve over here informed me, people like to tear up things in this neighborhood. So we're either going to put them on some high fence posts, or, you know, we're going to have to put them up every morning, take them down every evening, so that they're not out.
What we did last year was there's 2 trees, and we run them as high as we could last year. But the problem with it was is that the banner was so small. It was the year before. The banner was so small that by the time you've seen it, you were already past it.
So we're looking at a bigger banner this time, 4x8.
That's what he had last time, wasn't it?
No, it was a 3x6. A 4x8 is a little bit bigger banner, but if you put 2 of them at a triangle shape, then they could see it as they're approaching from both directions. And it's also going to be designed to where the logo, I mean, not the logo, but the sponsors can be removed off the sign. If they don't sponsor next year, we can just pull their names off. Or if we need to add sponsors to it, we can just, you know, it's a peel and stick system. Stick it on there.
Typically, it's just done.
Nice. Very cool. That's exciting.
We're not going to put dates on the t-shirts, so if we have t-shirts left over, but what we're going to do is everybody who sponsors us this year, we're going to have them in our database to ask them for sponsorship next year. And, you know, just like the lady from CAMS told us, you know, we're going to be talking to Ryan's, or not Ryan, but Golden Corral, one of those places like that. And he donates coffee and things like that. We're going to see what they want to, you know, what they are willing to do too. So anybody that donates anything, I mean, feel free to talk to your church. We've already hit our church. We've talked to the shingle company we get our shingles from. They're going to be sponsors. I mean, you guys deal with people every day. There's grocery stores you're in every day. I mean, hit them up, ask them if they'd be willing to sponsor the blind school, the car show at the blind school. It's all for our kids. You know, we're not doing any of this to line our pockets. It's all to further the education of our children, and these are our future. So, you know, don't be shy. You spend good money everywhere. You get your hair done, hit that beautician up for, you know, a donation.
The question though, is there a minimum that they need to sort of donate before we slap them on a banner? You know what I mean? Like, do we have sort of increments or size?
She said her suggestion was $150. And their name goes on the shirt and on the banner.
You know, one suggestion that you might have, if you do the $150, like if my hairdresser probably would be able to do that, but they may be able to donate like 25 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
You may do it to where you have a different level of sponsors, so they get their name on the shirt. It just may be in small print at the bottom.
Right.
You know, just depending on how many people donate. It's just a thought.
Yeah, that's a good
So
idea.
you're giving them some
Or, and even you guys do Facebook. So, I mean, on the webpage on Facebook, we can list every one of our sponsors
Yeah,
on there.
I've got a Facebook group actually already started for it.
Oh, wow. So you're quick on that little computer thing. Well,
That's what we're putting.
oh, okay.
Just exclusively car show stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, that's all that it is. Just,
You want to tell us about the pie show?
Well, it's March 17th is our first annual car auction. And if you are interested in cooking a pie, I need the pie auction form. And I need the pie turned into me no later than March 16th or March 16th. So it'll be fresh because the next day is when we're having the auction. And there will be prizes. So hit up maybe with a class and come down to the kitchen in the West Wing and cook up a pie, and that way your class can be represented. So come on out.
Awesome. Well, what kind of prizes are we talking about?
Well, unless you know, just,
We haven't.
Oh, you haven't decided that yet? Oh, well, praise God. I just want to be, are we going to have a pie eating contest? I just want to Yeah.
does it have to be just a pie or can it be?
No, it's pies. We decided just pies because if we do cakes, then everybody's gonna branch off and do cupcakes and do this and that.
His pie day is
Yeah,
March
pie day.
13th, so.
Yeah, well, he has specialized in making cakes lately, so that, we'll just have to do a cake bake one day.
So we have a few comments on our chat, and Sam Hall says we also need to hang one over the Kavanaugh crosswalk. There is a Kavanaugh crosswalk out there. I wonder, do we need to ask
we've got the small one.
the smaller one could hang from there? There you go.
So I guess would we need to speak to the city?
Yeah, who's in charge of that? That's not ASB's crosswalk. Yeah. Very cool. Thanks, Ms. Hall.
This
crosswalk right
there, you pass the distance.
We could still do our V, and then, or do you want to hang just one on one side, one on the other, and that be our spot? Then that way it's out of the way, no one can mess with it.
I will
They
contact
might
the,
think that the car show is at school dead. Right. If we hang it right down there across from their school.
Hmm.
Probably need to put balloons.
Big giant barrel.
I mean, we might want to ask Dr. Dickinson, you know,
okay.
they don't know it, I know.
Miss Hall says Harvest Fest does it every year. Yeah.
Well,
Our participants like the idea of having the different donor levels, like bronze, silver, and gold sponsorships.
Well, and I've even seen it where it's not even that fancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as much money as you donate, the bigger the font. Seriously, like if you did 150, you were bold, and if you gave like 25 or 40, you got a little free.
Right.
You know, and it was in order. But I think the silver and the bronze is easier to clarify.
Right.
Right.
Well, like our number one on there, the Arkansas School for the Blind, of course, is going to be displayed across the front, but CAMS is sponsoring us. So the very top sponsor on the back of this shirt is going to be the CAMS, you know, street rods, because they are, you know, and then, you know, anybody else.
CAMS is short for Classic American Street Riding. Short.
I thought it was the pods, you know, because I use CAMS, you know, the storage unit. So I thought that that's who it was. But, you know, we all learn something new every day. So that's all for our current and past business. Are they saying anything else on there?
It would be like selling ad space.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'm glad y'all are chiming in the chat. It kind of helps confirm that you can hear everybody. So that's awesome.
That's the whole back.
That's
The whole back is for sponsors.
Well, and it depends on who you're going through. The people that I used at one time, I actually built it myself and sent it to them, and they just did a screen print of that. So it just depends on who's doing it and what. If they have to build it themselves, like Ms. Dawn said, it's probably going to be more.
Did you just do it in Word? What'd you
I
use?
just did it Word.
Nice.
No, I did a 5K for one of my neighbors, and anyway, it wasn't. That's what I did.
Okay, so basically all we're doing is building a profile on a file and taking it down and saying, here you go.
Yeah,
Here's
we
the profile of it.
And that's
Oh, yeah.
another thing, if we could,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know who you guys are. You'd have to ask them if they'd be willing to do that.
right, which she already said that she would be happy, that the price she gave us was for the sponsors on the back and this going to the front.
Right.
And instead of it just being like this, right here in Braille, it's gonna say Revan Lauren Carson in Braille, like it says in Braille, except, you know, we were corrected on our kindergarten Braille here.
Well, no,
It will
like,
be proper Braille.
it's not that it's improper. I just wondered, could we fix it this time and actually put the AR sign and the SH sign? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Smugglers,
I've got a font, you know, I don't know where y'all got that, but I've got, but a lot of y'all, we already have the font.
Yeah, let's just do it. We can make it in the font.
And, well, do you guys, the question is, do you guys already have these graphics
Does anyone have a t-shirt?
already designed? Right.
And I wouldn't know that, do you?
Robert has it. But
Yeah, I'm
we
gonna try to contact him. I didn't know if any of you guys might.
and maybe
The
Michelle
old-
does because she had to go
Yeah,
right to the old
president.
phone. Does anyone have Michelle Smith's like number?
Her numbers? Yeah, I got it.
Just we need to get like she's the one that ordered the shirts the
Right,
last
she
time.
wasn't, yeah, I contacted, I got a, before I got a hold of her. She wasn't sure exactly how many shirts, because I was trying to get an idea of how many shirts it was. She says it may be in, Miss Brandy may have it.
Well, one thing for sure is we want to get a date and stick with it, and that be our date forward. You know, that be our Virginia date, because a lot of these people that do car shows, have already scheduled a year in advance for the shows they're going to. So ours is gonna be September the 17th. Our rain date is the 24th. And, you know, once we get things hammered out like that, then they can already tell us this year that, hey, we're gonna be at next year's event.
Which sounds great.
Right.
But, you know, we can say really complicated. It looks great today. But you never know what's going to come. So I think the superintendent ultimately has the final authority. It's kind of crazy. If we would have to keep. I mean, I can't imagine that.
So we really need to speak to Mr. Hill before we go to this meeting.
Well, I'm just saying in general.
Right.
But I think everyone needs to understand that something,
Right.
I mean, we've had crazy things happen, like $1 million for the damage, right? And we had to close, we had no electricity. And anyway, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, you know, I think it's a great day. I like that tongue finger better and not criticism for cake. It just please understand.
Right.
I do.
Well, we hammered out this date for this year, a couple of car shows. We wanted to make sure because we're going on the 5th.
Yeah,
To the committee.
Mr. Hill approved this thing.
Yeah, I've got to do a speech and make sure that we're, you know, that we're on the book and we're going with something. So,
It's probably about as good as it's gonna get. I mean, like, whenever I try to schedule a World Challenge, for example, it snowed 3 times in a row. So, some things you cannot
Control. Yeah, right. If they crazy things do happen. God willing, how about we just say it like that? God willing.
And the creek don't rise.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you guys don't have anything else to say to us, that concludes our meeting for.
I gotta do my commercial right away. Braille Challenge, the actual Braille Challenge is March 10th. It's all day event. We have parent classes all day long. And so everybody's more than welcome to come on out. We'll have classes in life skills, mobility, basic Braille, and adaptive feeding. So I wanted you guys to know, and PTA is a proud sponsor. Last year, y'all had already donated, and so we kept that money and we forwarded it to this year. So, well, much I want to say thank y'all for your support.
So you want some more money?
No, ma'am. No, I'm just.
We had last year's.
We'll be happy to help you.
Well, I'd love for y'all to come on up.
Hold it, before we do adjourn,
Who is the treasurer for the PTA?
Erin Gilmer.
Erin Gilman, we need somebody to take Miss Millie's spot until she comes back.
Okay.
Would anybody be willing to be stand-in secretary?
And if not, I can continue to take notes and
I
man.
don't mind
This
doing
can
it
be
a
my
bit,
deal.
but I would like it if a parent wants to step up at one
Right.
point. Because I do think that this is more y'all.
Parent involvement.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, as an interim, I like next time, Mrs. Brasnick, I don't mind.
Okay, great. All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna have meeting by meeting volunteers. Oh, really? Go right ahead.
You can have it next time if I need to take
Oh,
it.
no,
If I need to take it the next time. I'll take it.
Yeah, well, share.
Okay. Yes. $10 for the shirt sounds really expensive. I need to have the $9.
Yes,
All
if we
we have is
would get
$100.
a light color, if we was to get a light colored shirt, like a light gray, or the white again, or whatever, they would be $7 a shirt at 100. If we get 150, I think they're $1.50 or $2 cheaper.
But I wish you were here because mine's real basic. And so I don't know if that's because, but we're getting purple shirts with white.
Yeah.
So yours is probably a lot more detailed. I don't know.
It's a whole lot more difficult. It's a whole lot more difficult for them to put those colors onto a black shirt. And there again, like I said earlier, there is not too many people who are going to want a white shirt.
But I can imagine if they have a car show on their schedule a year ahead of time.
Well, no, it ain't just the white shirt. It's just that you might not sell as many during the car show. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the color.
Could we do?
Because of the white. But I mean, if I'm gonna do a 50-50.
Yes. What about that? Maybe just
50% black, 50% light gray.
I like the gray one.
Well, and two, that price was only for 100 shirts. If we got 150 shirts, they were $2 cheaper than that.
Yeah.
But are we expecting to be sold the one?
We have it on the books somewhere.
I don't know, but this year we plan on doing things a little different. We would like to send out flyers with all the children.
We did.
We want to pre-sell some t-shirts prior, like for all of us who are gonna participate in it, we'll all have bought our own shirts. So, I think pre-buying some shirts and getting orders ahead of time, and then the pre-registry. The first 25 are getting free shirts. We're, the first 25 people to register, we're giving them a shirt as an entry.
Yeah, we did.
How much is it? Is that typical? Most of our added
No, this is what you're going to come back.
how many cards were here last year? I have no idea. I was there. 30.
like 50 something the first year, and then we had the rain the next year, and it was like 30.
The first year we had 56.
Yeah.
So that's almost. I'm just playing devil's advocate. When
Well,
you're
you
doing
know what?
fundraiser, you don't give stuff away.
Right. Well, I don't see that our money that we're going to pull in from this is going to be from the sale of the shirt. Our money is going to come in from our sponsors, honestly. We're gonna get most of our money that the PTA and Atlanta's making off of this are gonna be from the sponsors, the people whose names are going on the shirt. Because you've got them paying $150.
How
So,
many confirmed sponsors do we have?
well, I mean, right now, Cam, us, our church, and the people we buy singles from.
We got more.
And, you know, my kids go to your husband's eye clinic, so I'm hitting them up too. If you don't hit them first.
They will tell you to talk to
I'm going to get everybody. I've hit the kids' dentist. I've hit, you know, I'm hitting their doctor. I'm hitting everybody that, you know, has functioning with our kids. I mean, it's all about our kids. I mean, this isn't anything for any one of us. It's basically to go back to our children who a lot of times get left behind.
You said y'all paid the tax. thing
Yeah,
now. So are we gonna have something to get, like, to a sponsor?
Yeah, that's what.
Tax
So we
ID
wait for
number.
that, so
Yeah,
they'll
we
get
need to wait for that one. Yeah.
We're gonna work that.
Aw.
We're gonna
Yeah,
fill
That's
that
a lot
out.
of
this isn't a completed fire. So this isn't the fast out, just for everybody.
And there again, we have plenty of time.
I heard you,
That's
Elizabeth.
different.
That's awesome.
And
Thank
the-
you.
the
I'll
people
tell everyone
doing
in a
the
minute.
t-shirts, those companies that we talked to about t-shirts said that they just needed 10 days.
Okay.
So our sponsors need to be in 10 days prior. I'm gonna say by the first. That way, you know, that's the end of our sponsorship. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get you guys a packet together and hopefully do for the kids too. And we'll have a flyer with our mission statement on the back of it. So it'll be in a little, you know, clear thing, and you could just talk to them. Hello, my name is Tammy Casey. I'm representing the Arkansas School for the Blind. We're doing a car show, and the mission statement's on the back. It tells you know who we are, what our mission is, and then it'll also have our tax ID number on it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna give all you guys little manila envelopes that you can keep track of everybody who donates, and then you give it back to Erin, who is our treasurer, and she will actually keep track of, you know, you brought in this much money, you brought in this much money, and these are the people, because we want to make sure and thank these people. You know, because anytime, I mean, when we started the
Thank
food bank,
each other for beating the streets.
right, I mean, it's going to take all of us working together. When the people from the card show asked, well, who do you have on this committee? We kind of looked at the four of us and we were like, us? They said, you need more. And we make sure and let them know that everybody is going to pitch in the day of. And really, we have more time than most. Him and I do. So we can get out and talk to people. And we talk to people in the business that we're in. We get to talk to people everywhere. So it's not going to be hard for us to, I don't believe, get sponsorship. I mean, but like you said, even if they give $25 or $50, right? I mean,
Okay. Real quick, Elizabeth has been chiming in. She's so sweet. She says she doesn't mind taking minutes next time. Super sweet.
Awesome.
And then she also asked, what about we talked about for a parent calling and inviting other parents to join Zoom from home or the office? And Elizabeth, I sent out an email to all the teachers that they were going to forward the information about the Zoom meeting to their parents. But as far as getting a parent from each class knowledgeable of Zoom, I'm just right here. Wanted to start with teachers first to make sure they could do it before they pass it on to the parents so they could be the point of reference. And then if they teach a parent how to use Zoom, then maybe it can go from there. But that's sort of the design right now. I hope that answers your question. And I got a feeling our free recording's about to end.
Okay.
So, and our time is 6:16.
Okay. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, we're through as far as I know. Do you have anything else, Miss Jones? Devil's advocate? We'll just call you Luella.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm like I said,
Right.
but if we were attempting to make money,
Right.
you know, again, to give away church for free, just like maybe do a raffle at the day of the car show for T-shirts.
I gotta get the permit.
Yeah, we have to actually do it all legal.
So is this a normal thing for a car show for them to offer free
Giving away,
t-shirts?
yeah, for the first,
To encourage people to get involved, to
Right.
go and set some numbers.
that's another thing that I added there was the best show $50. Cash prize. That was suggested by, bring out more people who typically wouldn't show up for a show. Like $50 wasn't that big of a cash prize.
But it would cover the
Money's an
gas.
issue.
I get it, but then again, if we give away 25 shirts, 250, another 50.
No, that's how much we're selling.
No, we're buying this. So,
Which 9 was a high ball for her. And we can talk, I mean, we're gonna talk to other graphic design people and we're gonna get the best price that we can. The people that
So
we
far,
talked to.
$9 is the lowest we found.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
For
If we
100
go over
people.
150, then $7.
But do you have a write-up of what you're wanting? Or do you just, what I'm saying, Teresa had talked about, we knew someone in Cabot,
Right,
if you want to give them a call and just say,
yeah, I mean, yes, I mean, we're all game. That's why we've been beating the streets, talking to different graphic people.
I can get y'all, I think, I can get y'all the information about it tomorrow. I don't know, that Miranda's my business manager.
Yeah.
So she has that information, but they've got really good prices and they're real, yeah, they're good, they're like real quality, they're good, so just, and I mean, I don't know if they made it, the way you're talking, I don't know if they can, but you can ask them.
The difference would probably be because the ones we had them, they're one color with one print.
Right,
And so with having the
Right.
multi-color print, that usually adds
right.
to the
Right,
cost.
I mean, that's what they
That's
told
what I'm
us.
saying, I don't know.
Now, the lady that we're talking about for the $9, of course, she did say it was $2 more for the black shirt. So even if we went with the gray, there's $7 on shirts. So, I mean, we could save money, give or take along the way, but she's not gonna charge us anything to have to redo our graphics and draw everything else up. But the other place we went to today is gonna charge us for the graphics, and they said $13 a shirt.
Yeah.
And that was for a good one, not just an iron-on print, which they say something about digital printing and something like that. I don't understand any of that. I'm not computerized. You just tell me, what's the best shirt. That's what we want. We want a good shirt that's going to last, because this isn't just representing the car show, but it's representing our school. So, I mean, we want it to be nice, and we want the people who participate in our car shows, they participate in car shows everywhere. We want them to display this all over Arkansas. We want people to know that, hey, this is the best school in Arkansas. Okay? And I don't know.